Alright guys, Austin back with another video today, and today is a big mail day. The day that I got the Moonbreon. Thank you, Sally Plays Games. I really appreciate the trade. And I really appreciate you following my channel. That means a lot to me. So just a huge shout out to you. But I'll just show you what I got. So this first card is not a big card. It's Bryce Harper. And I got this on Whatnot, and the guy that advertised it was like, this is an auto. But to me, this looks like a print-on auto. Just because I know Bryce Harper is like a bigger player, and I won this for under $10. And it doesn't say congratulations or anything on the back. So I'm thinking that this is just a print-on. So that kind of sucks, but not a big deal because I don't really care about baseball anyways. So anyways, we'll move on. So I did add my one Kaboom to my 2013 Kaboom collection. I think I'm 9 out of 20 in that particular set. And I think I'm at number 36 overall in Kabooms. Yeah, I think 36. So this is the... Even though Blake Griffin isn't much today, he was back in the day, especially during this time. Peak player, peak time for him. And the reason why this card's unique actually is because it's never graded a PSA 10 ever. So if I just had the PSA 10 one by chance, this card would be worth so much money because it'd be a pop one. But I mean, there's a lot of 9s, 8s, whatever. But apparently this card just will not get a 10. It's never gotten a 10. So I will grade it one day and maybe I'll have the only 10. I don't know. But anyways, we'll move on. So now we're on to the Pokemon stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to save up money right now. Mainly because I know the financial situation that's going on right now, and I feel like cards are going down. And right now is a good time to buy into cards, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like they're going to go down farther and farther. Something that's kind of held up a little bit better than sports cards is Pokemon cards, definitely. I've seen that. Um, and they're just a lot cheaper. So I can still kind of feed that card itch by collecting Pokemon while, getting a good amount of cards while just spending a couple $100 versus when I buy a basketball card, usually it's $300 or $400 and I get like two of them, and there goes my money. So I'm definitely working on saving. I'm trying to, every time I get paid, just spend like 150 on cards and save everything else. But so this is what I got for the trade, the Moonbreon. Yes, it is not graded, but I have looked over this card, and she did give me some in-depth pictures, and it looks absolutely perfect to me. In my Facebook group, when I talked about it, they're like, just because it's pack fresh and it looks nice doesn't mean it'll get a 10. It could get an 8 or a 9. I mean, very true. It could get a 9, but I mean, if it did, I'd probably crack and resend it because this looks perfect, man. A perfect 10 candidate. So this is my best modern Pokemon card in my collection. I'm very happy to have it. Um, yeah, and it just adds on to my Pokemon collection. I have a lot of vintage stuff, so this is kind of cool to have just something different for my collection. So appreciated to have this. Thanks again, Sally. That's super cool of you. Um, and yeah, I absolutely love this card. So appreciative. She also gave me a signed... Where is it? I have it right around here. A bunch of them. Oh, it's in the back. Okay. So I wanted to make this in part of the trade, but it ended up coming in late. And the thing about this is when I bought it, first off, I have no idea who this grading company is. But luckily, JSA did certify this card is a real autograph. It's Morpeko, the voice actor, which is kind of strange in a way. Because, I mean, what does a Morpeko voice actor do? Just go... Like, I don't really know what noises Morpeko makes, but... Because I don't watch the anime show, but it's just hard to imagine what kind of talking they really be doing. But anyways, it's signed on the outside of the slab, which is interesting, because because they didn't say anything about it until after I made the purchase. Despite the price tag, I did get it for $80. Um, a little bit of a price tag, but it's a perfect 10. It's for from an ungraded. Not that matters because it's not really like a nice card. It's more about the signature and just the combination. And I just feel like it's a unique card. I don't see a lot of people with signed Pokemon cards. So that's something that I'm getting into right now, collection wise. I'm just trying to get some autographed Pokemon cards, some unique ones. Just because everyone has the same, their Pokemon, it's just the same old cards because there's only so many cards. So you really have to go out there and look out for some cards that are unique. But another part of that, guys, is when you have unique cards like this, they are going to be a lot harder to sell. Like if I put this on eBay, it could easily sit for months and months and months before someone um, runs along and actually wants it, you know. Or you can go to show and show. It just doesn't move as easily as like I don't know, like a base set Charizard or something that sells every single day. Um, but this is something that I would also just keep in my collection. I wouldn't even be looking to sell this, to be honest, because it's more of a collection piece because of its uniqueness. So let's move on. Another signed card, and I think this is even cooler because this is the Topps 2000 movie cards, which I actually have a lot of, and this is a Holo Charmander, and that's decent rarity. I mean, this card alone is about $40, and the card looks perfect, man. There's some edge wear right there, but I think it would get a little corner nick. Probably grade about an 8 in the card. They only got the auto authenticated, but this is the voice of Charmander, the Pokemon. So another autographed card. I'm looking to get into some higher autographs, like non-character, but at this point, I'm just trying to kind of build up some Pokemon autographs, maybe like 10 or 15 of them. They're not that expensive. Right now, I'm looking at the voice of Ash. I want to get that one, and I also want to get the voice of Brock, just because I saw those on eBay at pretty good prices. Those were kind of the ones that I'm eyeing on for the future, but these were the two that I picked up this week. Again, I actually paid $115 for this one and $80 for the other one. But I feel like this was alright price just because of the value of the card alone. I have tremendous um, I feel good about just because I watch. If you guys watch Whatnot, you'll really find out what's hot in the card market, especially Pokemon. And what's hot right now are cards like these, those Bandai cards, the card Top Sun, like stuff that I was opening up like 8 months ago on my channel. And that's what's kind of funny because I bought like pretty much the whole Top Sun set for like $300, and that's just like unheard of now. So, and same with those old maid cards I told you guys about that I bought for $20. Now go look them up. They're going for almost 100. So sometimes you guys should maybe listen to me about this Pokemon stuff. Maybe I know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't. I don't know. So something I wanted to go back and do, being a kid, is yes, I do have some hollows. I counted them up the other day. I have 33, and they're all from my childhood. So they all have, I would say they're all heavy play to mild play. There are some that are pretty nice gradable ones, but so these are actually 3 gradable. um I think they're all base set, but this isn't Japanese. I actually prefer the Japanese even though they're cheaper, which makes it even a better double whammy cuz yeah, I'm just going to start building up these hollows from when I was a kid. I had all of these as a kid. But as you see on the back, a little white speck right there. I don't know if that's on the card or not though. But the backs look good. Plus I have card cleaner. Yeah, I'm one of those people that's open about it. Because it's funny when you go on Whatnot, people show the card and it will just be so shiny. And I know they're using card cleaner. It's because it works so great on Pokemon cards. You see how the dullness of this right now? If I use my card cleaner, the shininess would just be jumping out of this card, just jumping out. But obviously these cards haven't been cleaned yet, but I will when I send them off to grade. Think what you want. I'll beat the system while I can. I'm one of those people. But yeah, I got these all cheap. Another thing about these cards is you can literally pick them up An expensive one, maybe raw, like 20 bucks maybe. And I've picked up a couple this week. I still have a lot more coming of these at like $5, $7. I paid like $10 for a couple. I think these were actually some of the more expensive ones, to be honest. The Raichu, and yeah, but the best place to buy these, I did a combination of eBay and Whatnot. I haven't got the Whatnots back yet, but the Whatnot I would say is better for kind of buying Pokemon cards because they really show you the cards. So on eBay, it's just you get a lot of, I don't know. With these cards, you really want to try to get good condition because there's just such a huge difference. Like this card, I bought for like $12, right? But if it graded like a 9 or 10, I could sell it for like 120, probably maybe even more than that. I'm not sure on the exact price, but you guys get the picture. Like there's just such a huge high discrepancy if these cards grade high. So buying raw and then grading, and if it grades well, is definitely a way to make money. It's basically the only way that I do make money in this hobby, or basically quote unquote money, because I haven't sold yet, but I do keep track of everything I buy and prices on it and things like that. So this is the end of what Sally gave me. It's just thanking for the trade. I asked her to sign a card for me, and I signed a card for her. So that was really cool. And she knows I collect sports cards. I don't think she really does. So she gave me all these football cards. Really thoughtful of her and really cool. So let's go over some of them. Sage. You don't see too many Sage packs around anymore, or at least I don't from around where I live. Never see Sage. Used to see it all the time when I was a kid. Collected a lot of Sage basketball. They'd have those big emblems right here, and then the big autographs. If you guys remember those, but all right. I definitely appreciate this, Sally. Very nice of you. And that Moonbreon is just gorgeous. You weren't lying about that. So, and for you, I did send out to. Well, it should have sent out. You should have your packet, your first package. I would say tomorrow or the next day by the latest. I haven't sent out your box, but I broke it down today, and I included some extra singles in there about um I don't know, 10 extra singles, more single cards, some pretty nice ones too, and that I haven't shipped that out yet, but I did buy like the box and everything, so it's in the box. I just need to address it and run it out to the USPS store or whatever. So that shouldn't take too long, but the other package is on its way. So thanks if you guys made it this long watching this video. It was cool getting these cards. I will check back in next time I get some more cards. See you guys later.